together in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Austin Desperados. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They're going to look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Morgan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now a give to Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go be in 4-down territory.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Dubliners with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
We all have habits, but it can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He can run for it and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, what are we going to do and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all.
Watch it now,
Clock
Barney,
just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And they rattle off a big one. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot.
To throw is Morgan on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Colby Listenby, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Detroit!
On third down, that's McKinney. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Richard on the toss. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. He may try and run for this. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Leopard!
Morgan throwing on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Mac Hollins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hatred! Hatred! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run with Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 34. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Morgan, operating from the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after here coming up. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Morgan down on 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Morgan going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Morgan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Morgan. Off the play fake. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And what a big-time play there. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Meredith right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Morgan on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The give to Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Colby Listenby with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a toss going left. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They'll set up a throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to take the lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch it now, Barney.
Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Here's Morgan to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun!
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Taylor. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Morgan now, off play action. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watch you now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Because it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about them.